In this segment of Point Blank, we speak to two foodies on whether service standards in hawkers are up to par. Some people expect good service for cheap food. What do you think of people like that?
Okay, black face, you don't smile enough. You're standing in front, for example, if you're going to a noodle joint.
Yeah.
He's in front of a hot pot the whole day. He's got people coming through. So let's say during lunchtime, he's going to be serving a good 200 odd to 300 people. If he kept smiling, you're just going to be standing in the queue going, I wish you wouldn't be so relaxed and just concentrate and churn out the food, you know. So
It starts looking like the Joker.
correct. I think it's a lose-lose situation for them. I don't have that expectation. If they don't throw hot soup on me, my food comes out tasty, that's good enough. I don't think you can expect them to constantly have a smile on their face and go, hi, good afternoon, what would you like for lunch today?
I mean, to be fair, in a restaurant, you don't actually talk to the chefs. So when you do, I'm sure a lot of them will be showing black faces, or you know. So the frontal is very, very different. The frontal in a hawker, you are actually facing the chef himself, the cooks. So I mean, they are busy enough cooking your food, so you can't expect much.
As a chef, when people ask you questions when you are cooking, does it affect you?
It does distract me. It definitely does distract me. So when I'm concentrating on cooking, sometimes when people ask me questions, of course I'm not rude. I won't be rude, but sometimes I get distracted and I'll have to hold the questions for a little bit and then answer after that. I guess especially from my experience from cooking, definitely you can't expect service with a smile all the time, especially when you're busy cooking. So you can't expect that from hawkers as well.
It's definitely different for us because it's not just churning out tasty food for the two of us. It's actually, we have not just a passion for food, we have a passion to actually share the knowledge and to actually try and inspire people to try something new in the kitchen. We have some students, you know, that have never even chopped the garlic or an onion in their lives, you know. So it's actually trying to impart knowledge, and with that, it's a different sort of passion. So a portion of it is definitely love for food, but there's also a huge portion which is just getting people interested to share our joy for food and knowledge. So with that, it's a slightly different attitude because it's not just I just want to earn the money and I just want you to eat. It's also I want you to learn something. So slightly different.
Okay, last question, maybe unrelated. As a chefs, both of you are chefs, when the volume goes up, does quality go down?
Actually, I think if you have a bigger quantity of people, so you actually have got more of a certain ingredient. For example, a soup. If you made it for two and it's just a 2 portion, you're going to use very little stock. For example, chicken bones or pork bones or anything like that. But if you have a big group, yes, the liquid goes up, but you have a lot more of ingredients in there. So the taste will be different to a certain extent. So sometimes in bulk always tastes better, which is why for home, if I make a pasta, I'll make a pasta sauce, a base pasta sauce for at least 10 servings instead of for 2. So what I do is I freeze the rest as 2 portions in the freezer because ultimately it's going to taste nicer and it's also more economical.
For me, well, regardless of the quantity, the food quality should never change. So that's how I like to do my sessions as well. So it could be, you know, if the volume goes up, you have to cook a number of times, maybe 2 times instead. But so never ever do the shop.
For more on service standards at popular hawker stalls, do check out other clips on Razor TV.